Last week was the State of Play, and there was a lot of things announced. So let's jump in and break down all of the announcements. So the State of Play started out with showing off gameplay from Marvel's Wolverine. I can't put my finger on it, but something about the game felt off. The graphics looked just on the side of Uncanny Valley with the level of realism. The swapping between the cutscenes and playable sections looked very clean though, but I want to know how in-depth the combat is. I hope it's not spamming the same button over and over again, because that would probably get really boring really fast. We also had back-to-back Marvel announcements because next we had Marvel Tokon. I will say the art style is great. It really caught my eye even after knowing that this is an arcade fighting game. These games just simply are not my style, but I can appreciate a good-looking background and the amount of characters they showed off. I would really like to know the level of depth in the combat compared to the competitors. Do people think that the game is relying too much on the Marvel IP due to many Marvel games coming out, i.e. Marvel Rivals, Marvel Snap, and Marvel Tokon? Just curious. Now we start to get into the games that I want to try out. Rayman is back in a remake with amazing looking graphics. I never played the original version of the game, but I am a sucker for a good platformer, and the Rayman games have been on my radar for the past few years now. I'm just happy I waited to buy the game until after the remake was announced, unlike my unfortunate timing with 𝕽𝕚𝕚𝕬𝕝. This game looks great, and I will be supporting this platform because I want AA and AAA platformers in the future. And here was a huge announcement for me. My game of the year back in 2024 was Dave the Diver. I played it late in the year and got completely addicted to the multiple forms of gameplay. We now have confirmation that the devs were not only working on DLC, they were working on a spin-off of the game that lets us see more of Bancho's story. He's a great character in the main game, but I wanted to know more about this great sushi chef, and I think they knew. I'm so excited about the types of gameplay that will be included here because I really wanted more food prep and cooking gameplay in the OG game, so I might just get what I've been wanting in Bancho's game. Now the next one had me in a chokehold so fast. Kenmuri is a sick looking game that has you becoming a yokai hunter in a city inspired by not only Japan, but multiple countries around Asia. Fly literally around the city and find scattered yokai through the fox window. This game already looks credible. I need more. I did even Google it, but sadly I couldn't find much about the game other than it's in development. There is options for solo play or multiplayer with friends, but I do want to get this game as close to day one as I can and see if I can get some friends to hunt some yokai together. Now we have apparently the second remake of the 1996 Tomb Raider, according to the Wikipedia page, because I wanted to figure out if this was a remake or not, and this is the answer I got. As someone who has not played any Tomb Raider games, sorry I didn't really have PlayStation until not that long ago. This one looks really solid. I like the graphics, and it looks like there's a mix between combat against animals and puzzles in the environments. And overall, it just looks like a good game. I am weird in a sense that I want to play series in as close to proper release order as possible, so I might actually be able to play the latest game that is launching since this is a remake of the original, so that's kind of fun for me. But if this information is wrong and it's in fact not a remake, I blame the wiki page because it lied to me. So when The Lost Wild was shown, I honestly thought that it was a Jurassic Park game because of the dinosaurs. I was also super confused when the trailer jumped from a car with a father and young daughter to an adult woman running for her life. I thought at first maybe we would play as a wounded father or a lost little girl, so now I'm really curious on where the actual protagonist came from. Is she the young girl? Is she someone completely different? So I do want to know more about this game and why there are so many dinosaurs roaming around. Phantom Blade Zero looks really cool. I do feel like we're at a point with graphics to where they're pretty much peaking with the level of realism, and games with similar environments start to look similar or even unable to be easily differentiated from one another. Some of the scenes do make it stand out from all of the other great looking games inspired by ancient China or Japan. I don't really have much else to say other than it looks really good. Dune Awakening showed us a nice looking open world, and I know this game hits a lot more for the people who have actually read or watched the Dune IP. This game has actually already came out on Steam, and overall it has mostly positive reviews, but the recent reviews show it as mixed, so not quite sure what's happening there. I do wonder how optimized it is for the PS5 version, because it is coming out well over a year after the initial release, but it was announced that this version will have a brand new single-player mode and new chapters in the storyline, so congrats to the Dune lovers who did not jump on this game a year ago. They are making a remastered version of the third Dynasty Warriors, and even though I will probably skip this release, it looks good. This is the IP that is responsible for some great spin-offs of massive franchises, so I like that the game is getting some respect in a remaster. Control is getting a sequel with Control Resonant. A new story is being told about a world no longer bound by the rules we once knew. We will be pushing deeper into a city and have to learn evolving powers, kind of like an anime protagonist in Season 1. So No Rest for the Wicked is from Studio Moon, the studio that created the Ori games that I love so much. This was an announcement of the upcoming 1.0 release that will include in-game, cross-play, and cross-saves. The game itself is a 100+ hour RPG with Souls-like combat that can be played as both a solo adventure or a group adventure. I would really like to get to this game one day because it just looks really solid. Onimusha, Way of the Sword is another samurai game, but this one includes some Japanese mythology, like others totally don't, but whatever. This game looks a bit darker, which I love. There's what I assume is, I think, blood drinking and the taking of human souls. And the atmosphere just sets the mood as someone starting their villain arc, and I'm here for whatever Oni shenanigans are going to happen. Is that a new Silent Hill? Why, yes it is. Silent Hill Townfall is giving the same creepy factor as the trailers for the other games. I was not expecting another one, fresh one, maybe a remake, but not something like this for a while since I feel like we just had Silent Hill F come out. But this one, like everything else, looked really good. I get the same feeling watching this trailer as I did playing Outlast. Running around trying to hide for your life, and not being able to fight anything. I made it through Outlast, so I trust myself I can make it through Townfall. So Ace Combat 8 is coming out, and it is giving players the ability to do tactical maneuvers in fighter jets. I wish we would have gotten some gameplay footage so we could see what it's like to actually fly the plane, but it does look like there is more than just simple dogfight simulators. And it was shown that a digital download for Ace Combat 0 will be included as a bonus, so that's really cool. Ill sure is something. My notes are filled with hate it, creepy, creepy, creepy. It looks terrifying, and I am such a crybaby when it comes to specifically first-person horror. It says that this is a grim story with unpredictable monsters, so maybe if I even play this, I might want to have a trash can nearby because what do you mean, visceral dismemberment system? So Marathon seems to be going strong. Season 2 is underway, and it is bringing a dark arena to the sci-fi tactic shooter. Since this is a pay-to-play shooter, it should offer a lot more for players than those free-to-play shooters, and you shouldn't get bored as quickly. Until Dawn 2 looks like one of those island horror movies that I would watch, just put into game form, which honestly makes it a lot creepier because, oh my god, my choices can kill people! This game takes the choices matter aspect to a whole new level, and it seems like you will have to make some very serious life-altering choices in the middle of very stressful situations, like running away from a killer. God of War is getting a new game in the form of God of War Faufey. I like that they are mixing things up with the series. I get to play as a badass bitch who just grabs a sword, piercing a dead guy, and she gets to work. Takes the armor from a corpse. The battle has you punching people's souls out of their body. I don't care about the people mad about playing as a woman. This game looks great, and their hatred for it will not diminish my enjoyment of the game. So overall, I know people weren't very happy with the state of play, and a lot of them said it was bad. I don't think that. I thought that there was some really good hidden bangers, and even some really big ones like God of War. So let me know your thoughts of the state of play in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you think it was mid? What was your favorite announcement? And what was your least favorite announcement? Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you give a like and maybe a subscribe if you're feeling up to it.